Hi, I'm Stevie C and the place to be. I've been assembling another of Big Clive's Gallium PCBs, this time with flickering LEDs. But I thought I'd give you a break from those by making another of my own boards. As you can see, I'm still needing the practice. I think I may have overexposed this one. The overexposure has left too much photoresist, which in turn has left too much copper surrounding the tracks. So here's hoping I'll do better this time. Big Clive mentioned that it would have been nice if flashing pink LEDs were cheaply available, but I've not been able to find any. There are LED flasher ICs available, but I thought I'd try something else instead. I've devised this circuit which mixes red flashing LEDs and pink constant ones with a diode to increase the effective forward voltage. So when the red LED is lit, the pink one isn't, and vice versa. Big Clive called his boards Gallium, after the Gallium Phosphide, Nitride and ARSEnide technology contained within the LEDs. I initially wanted to call mine Semi, after Semiconductor, but then I realised you can't spell Gallium ARSEnide without Arse. So let's go make an arse of this board, presented with the magic of iMovie. So here's the design in sprint layout. And here's my design printout on transparency film. This is my copper FR4 prototype board, badly cut to size. And cleaned. Here's the dry film photoresist applied to the board, and exposed with the transparency printout under ultraviolet light. So now I've treated the exposure with sodium carbonate developer solution. So that's the board now etched with ferric chloride. You'll notice I've touched up the photoresist with a Sharpie. And now it's been cleaned with acetone and ready to be drilled with a 0.8mm tungsten carbide drill bit. So cue the time lapse and cue the music. So I'm not sure how well that came across in the time-lapse footage, but where I got the hang of the exposure and developer stages, and I'd left the little sort of homing position in the middle of the pad, it allowed the drill bit to find it and just pull itself through the board. Whereas in the bits that hadn't developed or exposed properly, it was just a solid pad, and you might have seen the drill bit sort of skating about on the surface. So it just made it a little bit easier to drill. So now I'm ready to populate the PCB with resistors and diodes first as they're flat, and then I'll move on to the red and pink LEDs. So again, what I'm doing here is I'm only soldering one lead of the component at a time. So if, for instance, with this one, I need to reposition it, it's easy to do so. I just need to hold the heat on one lead, and then it makes it easier to reposition it. So now I can solder in the other lead of the resistors. If my shaky hands will do what I tell them to, of course. So I had a little mid-project panic there. Just wondered if my design would work, so I just tested the red ones, and what I found was there was a break in the neutral return track, so I've had to tin that with solder. So now I'll go ahead and solder the pink LEDs. So I'm not sure if this is going to work properly or not, but we'll give it a quick test. Well, hey. So now I'll go ahead and install a long USB cable on it and install it into a frame. So there you have it. My gallium knockoff with flashing pink LEDs. Was originally going to be called Semi, but I think, rather appropriately, it will be called Arse, because I've made an arse of producing the board. As you saw, I had to tin the tracks to provide continuity, as the tracks had been broken possibly due to overexposure again, or overdevelopment, or both. But better luck next time. So if you liked this video, please click like. If you're not already subscribed, please do. If you've got any suggestions for future videos or comments about this one, leave them down below. And until next time, thanks for watching.